The gospel of the day, a continuation from yesterday's, comes to us in two parts. It reminds us again of what he did yesterday, that the Lord will come to each one of us on a day that we do not expect and at a time that we do not know. And so, it invites us to do what we need to do, to be who we are called to be. And that is where I'd like to discuss with you or place before you just three words. You know, our whole life, from birth to death, can be described by three words: having, doing, and being. You know, most of the first half of our life, we go around gathering and storing up, saving up, stacking away, and sometimes not just filing up or piling up, but amassing and hoarding. And so that phase of life, or that stage of life, which is actually necessary, is called having. You know, we try to know who we are, and we add names to us, titles to ourselves, and we put ourselves in this category or that category, and we take in a lot of information. All this would be the first category, the stage where we begin to have and have and have. It's almost like a balloon. We blow and puff up and grow bigger and bigger. And then comes the second part of life, where we do things. We do something for ourselves, for our family, for our neighborhood, for the world out there, and certainly in and through it all for God, who wants us to do certain things. But then, our life is not complete with just these two stages of having, or in psychological terms, we could look at it as an identification with certain categories, like my family, my ethnicity, my tribe, my community, my nation, and etc., or my religion, my faith. And then comes the second stage where we engage, we get involved, we do things. And that is good too, it is necessary. But then our life will not be complete without that third part that we call being. And so, as you gather and gather and gather, and believe me, and don't get me wrong, it's necessary for ourselves, for our family, and for those that are near to us. There comes a stage in life when we need to give away. We need to leave behind. Otherwise, someday the Lord is going to tell us, and these things that you gathered up, whose will they be? You remember the words? Still echoing from yesterday's homily or from the gospel. And then again, all our life, we run around doing things. It's important. But as the poet would say, what is life? If full of care, you can't just sit and stare. Or the words of Jesus, come away by yourselves and rest a little while. And so that being with the other, with God, with those we love, and with ourselves, and all these are important. And so give it a second thought. When you find some time today, it's important to sit with these three words: having, doing, and being. And in which stage are we? Still running around, picking up things, and storing up, and saving up, and stacking away? Or are we still running around, helter-skelter, hurry-scurry, doing this and doing that? And then the words of Jesus will come to us. Martha, Martha, you're worried and troubled over so many things. And you are that Martha, and I am that Martha. We can be busy doing so many things. Even in my own ministry, I can be busy giving people water to drink when I myself may be dying of thirst. Doing is important, but there is something greater than that. That is being. Sitting still, knowing who you are, what you are, why you are, and spending time with those that we love, that we need to love. Just being. And of course, God comes in all this, and that's what we call prayer, meditation, or contemplation. And so, as good stewards who are called to be doing what we are called to do, and again, this doing is not to be mistaken with the doing as I used it in the first half of the homily. That is, attending to our business, attending to our life. And how do we do that? Sometimes by having, sometimes in a reverse way, giving away, sometimes doing, and some other times just being with the other. And so, let's pray for this grace, that we may get our act together, that we may pass through these stages and leave behind one after the other in order to be with the one that we are called to love. Our loved ones, our divine lover, and ourselves.